Hi everyone, this is LaurenMiller for Hollywood TV at the special screening of For a Good Time Call in New York City, sponsored by Grey Goose. This is a comedy based on real-life friends Lauren Ann Miller and Katie Ann Nalon about starting a phone sex line in order to pay the bills. Lauren stars in the film and also plays against her husband, Seth Rogan. So check it out at Hollywood TV.
Well, I have a phone sex line with my best friend. No, I'm kidding. I really don't.
You wrote the script together, right? And
Yes.
she said that she did have a phone sex line.
Yes.
What was your reaction? Did she ever, invite you to be part of it?
Well, Katie had a phone sex line her freshman year of college, out of her dorm room, and that was the year before we lived together. But she did tell me all about it. She came into my room one night clutching her flyers that were so tame they could have been for like guitar lessons, and and she told me about it. But I think she knew that would never be in my wheelhouse, really. And but it's Katie and I have an interesting dynamic. We're really different people. Like I am a rule follower and she's a rule breaker, but that doesn't mean we can't be best friends. And that's what we wanted to put up there on the screen.
I feel really astounded that this has happened, and I'm super excited to be here and be here with my friends that I made a movie with. This is just a dream come true. It proves that you can do it, I guess.
And this based in your real life experience, how much of it is real? How much of it is, made up for the screen?
87.5%. No, I don't really know. It definitely was based on us, and it's a heightened version of real events and real people, and I think that's what makes it so relatable. But it's definitely not us up on the screen anymore, but Ari really brought a lot of spirit to the role of Katie, and it's just so cool to watch her, and I don't know, I'm happy to be Katie when I see her up there.
What was your experience with phone sex before this film?
Well, that's awfully personal, and I couldn't possibly tell you that.
How was it portraying Katie and knowing that they actually had a real life story behind the script?
It was it was so fun. This movie I came on. I came on so early in the process, and also as an executive producer. So it was something that we were all working on together, and I love that this story came from a real place with them.
Who do you call for a good time?
That's a good question. I'm going to answer the same way as the other person. I call my grandmother.
You're watching Hollywood TV.